devil say I lack empathy if you want, but if there's a choice between helping a human and helping an animal, 110% of the time I'm helping that animal, unless it's like there's children involved or like a very old person. It's a gray area over there. But like a middle-aged adult that can fend for themselves, let them fend for themselves. I'm going to help the animal. So anyway, there are a bunch of homeless people where I live, so it's not uncommon to see them. However, there is this one man that I saw a couple months ago with a cat. And when I see people with animals that don't have houses, I immediately go into panic mode, like, are you taking good care of them? So there's this man with a cat, and I borderline stalk this man to make sure he's taking good care of his cat. So I know where he sleeps. I know where he goes every day. I know this man's pretty much every move. Anyway, I bring him cat food all the time because I want to make sure this cat's having a good life. Do I believe that this man is taking good care of his cat? Yeah, I actually do, because I was very panicked about it, and I was gonna like steal his cat if not. But he's taking really good care of his cat. He's got a great carrier for it, everything, but it keeps me up at night because every time I see this man and I talk to him and I give him cat food or things for his cats, he's progressively getting worse and worse with his, I don't know what he does, but you can tell he's on some sort of something. So my biggest fear is something will happen to this man and no one's gonna be there to take care of his cat. So anyway, it's been raining. This is what goes on in my head. I'm panicked over some man and his cat out there. So anyway, it's been raining freaking cats and dogs out there. It's freezing. And all I can think of is, how is this man's cat? How is this man's cat? Well, guess what? I saw him today because he wasn't in his usual spots because he had to be protected from his elements. Anyway, I found him. I saw him today. I give him cat food. I bring him this nice big warm blanket. I'm like, please use this for your cat. You can use it for yourself too. That's fine, but please use it for the cat. You don't even let me hold you, but you don't know how lucky you have it. You could be out there fending in the rain, Mr. Saya. Oh.
The internet is insane. Yesterday I made a video saying that there is a homeless man in my area with a cat, so I buy him cat food all of the time. The comment section was so negative, saying that I'm an evil monster for helping this man's cat and not helping.
Okay, so this white woman made a video about how there's a bunch of homeless people who live around where she lives, but she doesn't care about that because if she has to choose between helping a person versus helping an animal, she's going to choose an animal, right? So she tells this entire story about how there's this homeless man who has a cat, and she'll come and bring him cat food, right? And she mentions how every time she goes to bring him cat food, he looks progressively worse because apparently he's on some sort of drug, right? Okay. So then after that, she's like, Dog Dickety, like, the comments were so negative under that video, so and so and so. And I have a lot to say about this. I really do. So I got my Bacardi and root beer. Ooh, it's almost gone, y'all. And we about to get into this. This is something that I've noticed in my social media dealings. Okay, so I was born and raised a vegetarian, and because of that, I spend a decent amount of time in vegetarian and vegan cooking groups online, right? And something I've noticed about the white people in these groups is that y'all, this is my thing. Let me tell y'all an example, okay? So like I said, I'm a vegetarian. I am not a vegan, and I already know that y'all don't know the difference, so let me explain it real quick. So vegetarians just don't eat meat. So I do not eat pepperoni or something, but I will eat a regular slice of cheese pizza, right? So I don't eat meat, but I eat animal products, right? So cheese, of course, comes from milk, which comes from cows, right? Vegans, on the other hand, they don't eat meat or animal products. They will not eat pepperoni or a regular slice of cheese pizza. It has to be a special vegan cheese on it, right? So years ago, I was contemplating going vegan, right? So I went on Facebook and I searched vegan recipes, whatever. Okay, first of all, the food they was posted in there was dastardly. Oh my God. Some girl posted she made the ramen noodle packet, right? Because apparently the noodles are vegan, but the seasoning is not, right? So she didn't put no seasoning on it, and she just added a can of black beans. So it was just noodles and black beans. I was like, girl, what the hell? What, right? But anyway, so I went in that group and I posted hey, I'm vegetarian. I'm considering going vegan. I'm here for the recipe, so, right? These white people jumped me. I kid you not. They were like, well, what's really the point of being vegetarian? You might as well just, be a meat eater because you're still harming the animals, so and so. So I was like, what the hell? Not only can y'all not fucking cook, but y'all also rude as fuck. What? So then I was like, okay, bye. I went and I searched black vegan groups, right? And then I posted the exact same thing. Hey, I'm a vegetarian. I'm considering going vegan. And when I tell you the black vegans were just so much nicer, they were like, hey, sis, like, congrats on your journey, so and so and so. I was just like, what the heck, bro? This is something that I noticed, right? And I recently made a video about this like a month or two ago. And if I can remember the title of it, I'll put it up here, right? I was talking about how I was in this vegan group, right? And this was a general vegan group. So it was mostly white people, okay? This was not one of the like black specific vegan groups, right? And somebody made a post and they said some shit like, yeah, going vegan is like the most important thing you could ever do. Like, yeah, saving the animals, yada, 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 something, something, something. And I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good that you went vegan and you save the animals and stuff. But this is a really messed up thing to say considering all of the people in this world who are, you know, who are going through whatever and they need help. Like there are so many people in the world going through so many horrible things. There are people still enslaved in the world. There are people being human trafficked, all types of shit. And you on Facebook talking about the most important cause that you could ever commit to is veganism and helping the animals. Like, are you kidding me? That's like the last thing on my list of important things. Like as far as important things go, you know, things I'm advocating for, the last thing I give a fuck about is animal welfare. Quite frankly, there's just too many humans going through too many things for me to be chit-chatting about how animal welfare is the most important fucking thing that I could be focused on. My point was this: white people, period, have a severe lack of regard for human life and they really don't care about human suffering, right? And you'll notice that white vegans use their veganism as like, you know, a cover up for their lack of regard for human life, right? So they'll pretend that the lack of caring about human suffering that they feel is okay because they're vegan and they care about animal suffering. Like you'll see white vegans all the time talking about, yeah, you know, like I don't care about humans. I'd save a cat any day, my dog diggity. And it's like, what the hell? Because you never see black vegans or vegetarians saying shit like that. You never see that shit. Absolutely never. You will never see a black vegan or vegetarian talking about, oh yeah, the most important thing you could ever do is go vegan and save the animals. The fuck? Like, what are you talking about? There are people in this world still being enslaved. There are people in this world being forced to work in motherfucking diamond mines and coal mines and shit, getting their motherfucking arms and legs chopped off. And you talk about the most important thing you could do is give a fuck about some damn animals. Bitch, don't nobody give a fuck about no goddamn animal. And that's coming from somebody who's a part of Veg Gang. What are you saying? Like, you sound stupid as fuck, right? But again, my point is this. White people, period, not just the vegans, they have a lack of regard for human life. And I noticed that these white vegans specifically, they shroud their lack of regard for human life in their veganism. So they turn it into something admirable. Oh, you know, I'm a vegan. I'm saving animals. So I don't care about humans. I'm saving animals. Bitch, you sound fucking crazy. Because again, I'm not a cadaver consumer. You'll never catch me consuming a cadaver in my goddamn life. But you still sound crazy as fuck talking about an animal's life is more important than a human's. The most important thing you could ever do is do whatever for animals. Bitch, fuck them animals. Like, what are you saying? Anyway, I went into all that because seeing this white woman talk about how she doesn't care about homeless people, but she's obsessed with the animals that they have with them is like, it's not surprising to me as somebody who's a part of Veg Gang, because I've seen white vegetarians and vegans perpetuate this exact same weird shit, this exact same putting animal lives over human lives. Like, what are you saying? Like, there was one time, and this is not even white vegans and vegetarians specifically. Somebody posted about like, oh, if you had to save like one person from a fire, who would you save? Like your neighbor's child or your pet or whatever. It was some scenario. I know y'all remember this because I know I ain't just make this up, right? And white people was like, yeah, I'd save my pet, my dog diggity. I don't care about your kids. And it's like, what the fuck? Because don't get me wrong, I'm team CEO of fuck them kids, baby. Like, let me go get my tubes tied, bitch. Let me go get them burned. Don't even just tie and burn them bitches, okay? But like, what? You know what I'm saying? Of course I would save a child before a goddamn animal. Even my own animal. Mind you, I am a cat person. I love cats. My dog Meow Mix was, come on now. Like, not my dog literally, but my dog as in DAWG, like my homie. Meow Mix, that was my boo thing. I love cats, right? But if I had to choose between saving my own cat and some random kid, I would save a random kid before my own fucking pet. Of course, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna miss Meow Mix, R.I.P. But bitch, like, why would I save any fucking cat over a human being? Like, what? I remember commenting under that shit. I was like, bro, I would save any human before a fucking animal. Are you kidding me, bro? Like, if it was a fire in my apartment and it was somebody I fucking hated, I would still say they ass before an animal. Like just short of, oh, if you rape me or something, yeah, if you did something crazy to me, then bitch, I'm not saving you. Yeah, you can fucking die. But even if it was somebody like I don't even fucking like it's people out here I don't even fucking like. But bitch, if we was in a burning building and I had to choose between saving you versus a fucking cat, I would save you. You know what I'm saying? Like, be so fucking for real, right? So the fact that like white people was commenting this shit, I was like, yo, what? But anyway, again, back to this woman talking about how she stalked this homeless guy to make sure he was taking good care of his cat, and she brings him cat food on a regular basis. Bitch, why don't you bring that man a sandwich? Are you kidding me? Like, what is wrong with you? Nah, this is my thing. Okay, she clearly has a cat because, you know, she picked up her cat in the video. So maybe the idea is, oh, she's not going out of her way to purchase anything because she already had to purchase cat food for her own cat. You know, she's just taking some out and give it to the guy. Okay, let's pretend that is the case. Let's pretend that it's like, okay, she didn't go out her way to spend any extra money giving this guy cat food. Okay, the fact that she could find a blanket for the cat when it was raining, but she couldn't find a blanket for this guy any other time, it's like, so clearly, you know, it's not even about the money or whatever. You could help this guy if you wanted to. You just choose not to. I have told y'all time and time again, there is something generationally off about white people. Something is off because there's no way you as a human being, I'm going to put that in quotation marks, you see a human suffering versus an animal suffering and you more worried about the animal. Because I feel like it's just common sense for animals to look out for their own. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine some animals in the wild. Of course, a giraffe is going to look out for another giraffe before it look out for a gazelle. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I feel like that's just common sense to look out for your own, right? So as a human being, I feel like it's just common sense to look out for human beings before other species because they're going to do the same. You know what I'm saying? They're going to look out for each other before they look out for you. That's just kind of like, again, that's just normal behavior, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all looking out for animals before you looking out for humans? Baby, that made me think that you an animal too. And I would not be very surprised by that because y'all got, first of all, don't get me started. They got all them werewolf myths and shit. The full moon, bitch, you probably evolved from a goddamn dog, but don't even get me started, bro.